Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, literally, in about 5, 6 days, I created an account for my sister for Airbnb, and we got her to $5,000 already for this month of August. So, I want to share that with you. I posted this on my TikTok, so I want to share this with you here. Just pay attention, all right? That's it. Can you see that? It's gonna be another 5 grand coming in. As you can see, already booked out for September a little bit, 4,600. In October, already booked for 2 grand. Probably gonna end this month around probably like 8 grand, maybe even 10. We'll see what happens. September, maybe more than 10 grand. October, I'm assuming 12 for this one listing, and we're gonna add more. So this account should definitely grow. This is all with Airbnb and by renting other people's apartments. Guys, ASM, we are in 2025 already. Why are you still being so ghetto? Like, why are you still like showing us stuff on your phone like this? Like, why can't you just pay an editor, or why can't you do it yourself? It's clear you're sitting in front of your laptop. Just upload the damn video and put it right here on the side like all the other people. Why do you have to be so lazy to do this? Listen, guys, I've been programmed to make money even though I'm so lazy. Okay, I have been lazy in college where I had a 0.9 GPA. But guess what? It's not that I was lazy because I didn't go to class. I just prefer to go play basketball. I prefer to do recreational activities than actually go and, I don't know, spend time in college. I remember the first time I went, I was so excited. I was like, let's see what college is going to be like. I go there, wrong class. I see one guy in the class and he's sleeping. And I told the guy, yo, bro, what's up, man? Our class is actually in a different room. Let me show you where it is. You're welcome. And so whatever, I took him there. That was first day. I was like, college is a joke. I went to class. I remember I was taking business 101, and the teacher was asking some questions, and everybody's silent. And I'm like, yo, this question that this teacher, business teacher, just asked is so simple. So I answered the question. I looked so smart, so intelligent. And I was like, all right, that's cool. And I was like, yo, this is a joke, right? And then I took psychology class, and I took some class. I just like, yo, this is ridiculous. So I got a 0.9 GPA. I was literally rewarded for being lazy. I was rewarded for not going to class and then playing basketball and then coming back in and still getting 0.9 GPA. But I did pass in the beginning, and then I stopped going to class altogether, which is why I got 0.9 GPA. Went 3 times, whatever. But what I'm telling you is this. When I first started Airbnb, I was driving taxi. I was driving Uber. Actually, I was driving taxi, yellow taxi at that time. Uber wasn't a thing at that time. And it was a time where I was feeling very depressed. I was sleeping on the floor, and I was like, yo, like I need to do something because I'm driving taxi. I'm picking people up who are, businessmen, guys who are making money, traveling the world, going out to nice restaurants, whatever. It seems like they're living the life. And I'm like, okay, clearly, like there's money out here. I see there's money. How can I get a piece of this? I remember driving around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., up and down 10th Ave, up 10th Ave, and I'm like, how can I do this? I got to do something. I got to do something. So my father saw that I was slacking in school, and I was just like not doing it. I was looking like I was going to be a failure. And then so he asked me, look, let's be straight up here. What do you want to do? I said, I want to do business. He's like, all right, cool. Let me hook you up. He'll hook me up with an uncle that he knew from the mosque, because my father's an imam, right? So he hooked me up with an uncle who was like a business guy, whatever. And so he's gonna come over, give him some tea, ask him some questions, ask for some guidance. So he came over. I was like 21 at the time. I was working about 12 hours on taxi to earn about $200, $250 per day, but I was working a lot. So, and I didn't want to trade time for money anymore, right? And so he came through. I got him some tea. I was like, yo, look, man, I'm here to make money. I'm here to be of service, like, because I know you're this business guy. And I found out he owned like over 100 properties, and he had one guy managing his properties, and he was paying him $100,000. And I was like, $100,000, that'll be a dream, right? And at that time, back when I was 21, that's 9 years ago, and like so we're in 2024. So that's 2015, right? So I was like, damn, that would be nice. And like, imagine how much he's making if he's paying a guy $100,000 just to manage. So that's probably like less than 10% of what he's making. So I was like, okay, so how can I get in on this? He's like, okay, tomorrow, come to this location. I was like, I got you. Next day, made sure I arrived early. I go there. It's like in front of a house, but on the first floor, it's like some banner and it looked like a storefront. And it kind of looked like an accounting firm or something, but everything was closed. So then he pulls up with his, he had a Beamer, like the Jeep or whatever. I'm not a car guy, but whatever. He had like a Beamer, BMW, something. So he comes through, blue car. He loved blue, by the way. That's not why my background is blue. But anyways, he takes me inside, literally empty, one table in the middle. He's just chilling. He sits behind the table. I sit in front of the table. He's like, okay, so what do you want to do? Blah, blah, asking questions. He's like, you know what? Let me show you something. So then we go outside, we go upstairs, and when we go upstairs, we I go into a room because he tells me, hey, look, just get a place, put it up on Airbnb. And I was like, okay, cool. How do I do it? And I was asking questions. I looked like I was lost because I had no idea what to do, whatever. So he's like, let me show you. So we go upstairs, we go inside the apartment. I see blue carpets. Remember, I said he loves blue? So blue carpets, and he shows me the room. It's literally one bed and a nightstand, a dresser, and that's it. Like, it looked like the most simplest thing ever, like nothing crazy. Then we go to a living room, just a coffee table, a sofa, and a TV. That's it. And then I go to a kitchen, a dining table. So I'm like, this stuff is so simple. Like, the guy's not putting in any effort, right? That's not what I thought at that time, but I was like, yo, this is simple. So, whatever he said, just do this. And all right, cool. I was like, I got it. But I was still kind of like unsure. I was still scared because I've never done it, so I needed help. So, long story short, I finally, with the help of my father, he helped me invest. He loaned me some money, and so um, we put up a three bedroom apartment with two bathrooms up on Airbnb. And long story short, within my first week, I remember I was in a lounge with my friend because that's something I used to always do because I was so lazy and I had poor habits. I come out of the lounge, I hear a ding on my phone. I was like, what is this noise? I've never heard of this before. I check it. It says like something like Seba booked for like $200. I was like, what? And I looked at my friend. I looked back. I was like, yo, crazy. I'm a beast, whatever, right? And I realized that I just literally earned passive income. Literally, I earned passive income before I had to drive taxi. That means I had to look for a passenger, pick the passenger up, ask them where they're going, put it into the GPS if I didn't know where it was, drive them to the destination. Then I got paid after doing all that work. But here, I only put in the work once and then I'm doing something completely different and I just got paid. And so I was like, this is crazy. And then whatever, I kind of like automated it by learning from everybody. And then I remember I was making like 6 to 8K a month from that one property. I was just crazy. I was like, this is amazing. Stop driving taxi, whatever, passive income. Went to Malaysia. I'm traveling with my friend and still earning bookings. And that was the taste of passive income. And that was me realizing, hey, look, I don't have to trade time for money. I could trade a skill set or trade some kind of system, which is the Airbnb system, to get money. I could just do something up front and get paid on the back end over and over and over again. And that's the powerful opportunity that we all have here with Airbnb. And I've been doing this for, like I said, last I did it 9 years ago, right? So I've been doing this like on and off for the past 9 years, but it's more of like a side business for me because, like I said, kind of lazy and like whatever. So now I put my sister on. I put my father and like my brother on, and they're doing it on our house. We have a house in Jamaica, New York. So they're doing it over there. They're doing great, alhamdulillah. I put my sister on, and like I just showed you already, we put it on like 4 or 5 days ago. Already that account is booked out for this month for actually it's booked out 6K for this month. Alhamdulillah. So, and then already booked out for September, not booked out, but already has bookings for September, and we're in August, and has bookings already for October. And I actually just raised the price. I was like, hey, look, it's going to be busy. People want this property. I know what I'm doing now. I used to charge $150 a night back then. Now we charge around $450 a night. And we're able to do that because of everything that I've learned throughout the years. So now like passively, it's like 20, 30K a month. And literally, like I just spent 6 months in Colombia still earning money from my phone. This is my Airbnb phone. So I just manage everything here, 20 minutes a day, and I earn money. So how did I do this for my sister? Well, it's very simple. What we did was we took a property, okay? We took a property. It's rental arbitrage. Is basically where you find a property that's for rent. You basically rent it from the landlord, and landlords love giving it to people like us is because they're tired of dealing with tenants. They're tired of having to chase somebody around for um, rent when they can just rent it to somebody like us, people like you and I, who are here to do business, and we want to make sure we pay on time because we don't want any issues, and we just want to make money. And so, once you can communicate that properly, they're going to be like, oh, this is a perfect deal. Now, because of the reputation I built, people are chasing me down to give me properties. And that's what's going to happen to you once you get your reputation up, once you actually start taking action. So we took a property, we furnished it, right? And then literally, like, we did some tricks on, like, we put it up on Airbnb. We did our little, magic to stand out, right? And then we stood out, and literally within the second day we started getting bookings. And then like I said, we just put it up 5 days ago, and already we were scheduled to make 6K this month. By the time month ends, we'll probably make around 10K for that one single property, and we're adding more. So how do you do this yourself? It's not hard, guys. It's not hard. Here's literally all you have to do. Just pay attention, and just pay attention, and don't get in your head when I tell you this. Listen, number one is you need to get a property. Now, whether that be your property that maybe your father owns, maybe you own, you're the landlord, or maybe somebody owns, somebody owns the house, or then you have to get out of your network. If you have a network where somebody owns a property and they have some kind of trust in you, or you can build that trust and you're really serious, then you can talk to them. And I can help you do that. I can help you convince them that, hey, look, like, we know what we're doing. Okay, I can do that. But you can convince them and be like, hey, look, I'm going to do this. It's going to win-win for both of us. Let's make it happen. So that's the first option, is like try to get in your network and find somebody who owns a property, or somebody who wants to get a property, and you partner with them, so that way you don't have to put in your own money. But if you want to put in your own money, you can do the same thing. I did all types. So you find a property, number one, right? You just find a property. Whatever it is, you have to find a property, and you have to put it up. It could be a room. It could be a whole apartment. It could be a whole house. It doesn't really matter. You just need a place. And if you have questions, you can ask me on Instagram. I'll see what I can do. So, and I'll put it down in the description. So that's number one. Number two is, after you get the property, you do the whole sign the lease and stuff like that. Then you have to furnish the property, because you have to present it. Nobody's gonna rent a place where it's just an empty place, right? Unless you want to charge like $10, $30 a night, right? If you want to charge high, you have to put in the effort up front of designing the place. And so you furnish the place, you make it look nice, whatever. You don't have to go crazy. Just make it look nice, make it look presentable, make it look aesthetic, make it look like a place somebody would want to come in and stay, and it looks nice. Okay, so that's number two. After you find the property, you furnish it. Number three is you put it up on Airbnb. Okay, so that part is not too difficult. Make sure you put a nice headline, nice pictures, some proper descriptions. That's it. Number four, after you do that, just add your bank account information. And number five, just respond to bookings, stay up to date, and secure those bookings. And then once you're making money, all you got to do is just send them check-in information, kind of build a team of cleaners, all that kind of stuff. A little bit more goes into it, but that's just the overview of how you do it. So don't complicate the process. The biggest thing is, literally, I'll tell you this. Once you get a property within the first week, this is how we do it. Once we get a property within the first week, we're making money. Anybody who I've helped within the first week, we're making money. In fact, one of my boys right now, I put him on, and finally he got put on, and he's making like 30K now, and he's about to on board. I was just speaking to him yesterday. He's about to get another property, and that property is going to bring him another 30K. So it's going to be an easy like 40 to 60K a month. Okay, and it's truly passive, semi-passive, because you just on your phone. And so he travels like pretty much every month or so, every other month. So you can do the same thing yourself but you got to put in the effort at first in the beginning. And so that's what I say. If you have a 9 to 5 job, it's perfect. You take, and if you have a good credit score, you can get funding where it's 0% interest for like 12 months. So what you do is you take advantage of the income that you're making from your 9 to 5. If you have good credit, you can use that, or then you can just use other people, leverage other people, whatever it is. You take advantage of your situation, and then you start preparing for a future where you're no longer trading your time for money. That's really what I want to share with you here. Is like, guys, like, life is not about working like our time and life away. Life is about just doing the things that we want to do. Life is about spending time with our family if that's what you care for. Maybe building your business if that's what you care for. Maybe focusing on a hobby, passion if that's what you care for. Maybe making an impact in the world in some other way if that's what you care for. Like for me, I want to increase myself in the deen, right? So like I have to revise my memorization. I want it to be pristine, perfect, inshallah. So I want to do that, and then I want to get into like understanding Arabic language, going deeper into that, and then I want to get into the deen and all that kind of stuff. But I can only afford to do that if as long as I have passive income coming in, because we live in a world and in a place where you need money. And so we want to eliminate that problem so that we can free up our time. You free up your time, you do the things you want to do. Listen, I'm not here trying to tell you, let's get like 1,000 properties and become a billionaire. I don't care about that for you. Maybe I want to do that for me. For you, I don't care about that. Airbnb is something that is just funding the things that I really want to do. So maybe you have a passion, maybe you have a hobby, maybe you have a business idea that you want to go execute on and go follow through on, but you can't because you're so tied down to your boss, you're tied down to an income, you're tied down to a location, and you're just like, damn, I just don't have time. And this is a great way to free yourself so that you can go ahead and do those things that you want to do. That's really what it's about. Guys, if you like this video, hit the like button. I don't know what you're doing. Like, hit the like button. At least hit the dislike button. Like, be like, yo, ASM, I hate you. I actually feed off of haters. So if you do that, maybe it'll be better for me. For me. So you can do that. Hit the like or dislike. Comment like all of the like any kind of like, guys. I'm a good troll. Like if so, try to troll me in the comments, or like, I don't know, say something funny, or try to make fun of me or something, and like let's have fun here. Like make it entertaining, right? You watched up to this point, so now let's joke, right? Let me know how it feels like if I was in your presence, right? You watch this video, you know how it's gonna feel like if you're in my presence. I talk fast, and I'm upfront, and I'm also motivational. That's what they tell me. But let me know how it feels like. Put your personality out there in the comments, so that I know who you are. Maybe in the next videos I keep seeing you, I'm like, yo, that's my guy right here, bro. He's commenting again, good or bad, doesn't matter. I don't care. And obviously, who cares? If you want to subscribe, doesn't matter. But what's more important, for those of you who got inspired by this video, and those of you who actually want to make a difference in your life and in your family's life, so that you can do something more with your life instead of having to go clock in, clock out, and doing the same mundane thing where you're just feeling like your talent is being buried deep inside you and you're killing yourself every single day. If you're tired of that, here's what I got for you. I'll put a link to my Instagram. Send me a message. I'll ask you a few questions, and if I think I can help you, then I'll say, hey, let's work together, and I'll help you fast track. And literally, like, I can't say this. I can't guarantee anything, okay? But I can tell you, within a week, people may literally start earning money. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Hit me up in the DMs. I'll speak to you there. Peace.